Forecasting is the basis of corporate long-run planning, involving process selection, layout, as well as for continual decisions about production planning, scheduling, and inventory. There are different types of forecasting, such as qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative techniques are subjective,
which means models such as market research
or definite model are all based on estimates and opinions.
Wake up, my child.
Benjamin Franklin, the father of American print, what are you doing here?
Never mind that. We need to get this to the students by the morning. There's no time to waste.
To the Daily Cougar. Alright, let's do this. It should be easy enough. Wait, how are we supposed to print? How many students are there? How are we supposed to do this? I'm so confused.
Don't worry, my young idiot. It's all very simple. It's only a matter of demand forecasting.
Well, what's that?
Well, forecasting is the basis of every organization's long-term planning. It's used to predict continuous and future decisions regarding scheduling, production planning, and inventory.
Well, how is that done?
I think I can answer that. There are different types of forecasting, such as qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative techniques are subjective, which means models such as market research, historical analogy, or the Delphi method are all based on estimates and opinions. These types of predictions are appropriate for companies creating new products or services. As for the Daily Cougar, quantitative methods are used because they take into consideration numerical data, such as student enrollment and current trends from other universities.
And don't forget, my child, they also take into account the number of papers left to the stand at the end of the day.
Well, there's time series analysis in which simple and weighted averages are used. Simple is done where the fluctuations in demand are minimal and historical data is used to predict future demand and looks at historical data over time used to reduce the element of subjectivity. A weighted moving average is where you assign weight to an element depending on experience.
Okay, is that all?
Of course not. There are several other methods that can be used.
There are?
Just ask the man who never lies.
It's true.
Oh, okay. Well, what are they?
There's also the causal model.
And that is?
The causal model uses a mathematical technique known as the regression analysis that relates a dependent variable, for example demand, to an independent variable, for example price, advertisement, etc., in the form of a linear equation. Then there is another method that looks only at the present and forecasts for the next period are the same as the last period. This is often referred to as a naive approach.
Oh, the Cougar is a naive since it looks at present enrollment. So all we have to do is see how many students are enrolled at the University of Houston, right?
Right, but we also need to figure out how many papers are left over at the end of the day. The Daily Cougar uses a combination of quantitative historical and simple time series analysis.
So now that we know that, just how many do we print?
I analyzed the numbers and the answer is 8,500.
Well, he has to be right, because he's the man that never lies. Let's do this.
Miss Bobby, how dare you fall asleep in my invigorating class?
But I was with Ben Franklin and Professor Monkeyhead.
How very amusing. Get out of my classroom.
We've been waiting for you, Bobby.
It's true. We have been waiting for you, Bobby.